or good evening, wherever this finds you. I hope that you had a good Easter day. For those of you that celebrate. So, what you're hearing in the background is a root chakra singing bowl. Okay, so that's the sound that you're hearing here in the background. And I wanted to just introduce some grounding energies into the reading. So, we're going to go ahead and do a little prayer. Pray to the Most High God, the Heavenly Father, the maker of heaven and earth, and all in between. And all of your angels, all of my angels, all of my spirit guides, all of your spirit guides, we're calling them all in for this reading. We're actually calling in, this reading is actually about spiritual court. So that's what we're going to be doing. Now, spiritual court began yesterday, right? Okay, so it actually began like yesterday. Um, So I'm going to read the stuff that came up in spiritual court yesterday. See, I pulled my note cards. I pulled spiritual court, and then I've got soul ties as well. So that is something that came up. So spiritual court is when, this is why spiritual court happens. One, because it's a spiritual issue that's not going to be brought up in real court, okay? Another reason that spiritual court exists is for karma to be delivered. Okay. Um, Another reason that spiritual court happens is because universal laws have been broken. So if like you've been a breaker of universal laws, or you just don't respect universal laws and stuff like that, then you get pulled into spiritual court. And then situations that have gone on way too long without being addressed, those end up in spiritual court. So you could think of like literally for every physical situation that you go through that you have a spiritual court that's happening on the higher level. Okay? So I'm just going to read first like what I picked up at spiritual court. Okay? Yesterday. So there was an energy harvest ritual done against the people by a charlatan pastor and or a dark high priest. So it could have been a dark high priest, or it could have been some type of charlatan pastor. Um, okay. 70 religious leaders are getting their karma for backhanded moves made behind the scenes. 70. Um, High priest, there was a high priestess that worked specifically against the chosen ones and the earth angels, and now they're getting the wrath of the Most High God. um Justly do. Angels of judgment has been dispatched to come to this earth realm. Okay. um Storms appearing. There may be storms that appear really quickly and go away really quickly if they're accompanied by any mechanical melodic sounds. Like, I really can't even, because it's like a mechanical type sound, okay? But it's also like a melody. So if you hear that coming from the sky, that's a trumpet that's being blown, okay? Again, I only got that some people around the world would, like certain spots around the world would be experiencing this, and they may say that it has to do with like airplane sounds or something, but it's not. It's like this is specifically a horn being blown. This sounds exactly like that. Um, Backfire on all breakup spells, love spells, Easter day rituals, jar spells, voodoo dolls, ant and beehive magic. Y'all nasty. Um, I saw people doing stuff with a bunch of beehive. I mean, just really, this is like some of the darkest stuff I've ever seen. And that's why it's getting called into spiritual court, because it's like that bad. Hellhounds have been released to hunt down those who came for the chosen ones. So if you're a chosen one and somebody wouldn't stop coming for you, they now have a hellhound specifically dispatched to them along, and this is just covering the basis of what God is going to respond with. Okay. um and again, portals have opened worldwide, and their last night magic, their magic from last night. Now this was the day before Easter, okay? Because this is what I wrote on Easter Day. So yeah, some type of magic was being done, but it was actually being sent from a Montauk chair that's in Russia. Like they took the same. The government has some type of spy that tells that every time they get a good invention, they literally go and they give it to Russia. So, anyways, that's how that shit happened. However, it's like when another country does something better than, like, they had to shut down the Montauk chair project from what they've told the public, like in the USA, right? But like in Russia, they've already dug a hole to hell. Like they don't care. And so they're going to use this technology to create a war or chaos. That's what they think they're going to do. Again, it's in spiritual court, so no. They've been opening doors to not the realm that they were looking for. Oh, it's bad for everybody. Like they're trying to open doors with the chair and open systems, but they're not even going to the correct system. They don't know what they're doing. That's why they're getting tricked. They also have a psychic that has been trying to control the Leviathan in the ocean, and I've severed their connection. Because again, this was like another country trying to use monsters as some type of fucking warfare for us. Like the giants in Afghanistan, which that wasn't really warfare for us. We should just let the giants eat the people that were the enemies over there anyways, you know? We didn't have no business messing with them in the caves. Anyways, so yeah, so the ancestors and Anunnaki are livid with the witchcraft being buried in the earth. This is a big thing. That's why I'm doing the root chakra, so that everybody's root chakra can be cleared out of what the jar spells, what the toxic stuff that's being buried into the earth, okay? Energy fields that would not stop energy fields, energy fiends. These people are like energy fiends, like they crave the chosen one's energy. That would not stop breaking divine laws of divination are up for judgment. Like straight up, the angel of divination is here and is like, you are not allowed to pull cards on the chosen, not in an individual way and not in a collective way. Like this person's been doing, like, now there's maybe some of you readers that do read for the chosen, that do pull cards like I do, but you were given that as a role to do that. You're trying to help the chosen, right? These other people that are trying to pull cards on the chosen are trying to find out any type of weakness that they can go in and destroy you with. And that's their intention behind you using divination. So that's what I'm saying. Like the people's intentions behind it is the utmost, like that. You better be careful what your intentions are when you're using divination. I don't care if it's a pendulum, if it's cards, if it's whatever tool that you use. You better make sure that you are not using that to hurt somebody, because now in this day and age, in the end of times, everybody should be getting their shit together. They really should be getting their act together. If you're doing bad things, if you're sex trafficking children, if you're taking I don't know what all the evil, I mean, I only get what's coming up in spiritual court. I really honestly don't even want to look at evil stuff. But if you're doing bad things, know that this is the season of bad people getting their butt whooped. So stop. Yeah, releasing Leviathan from the labyrinth. Judgment being called on all things done in the dark, behind the scenes, or under the moon, or with the moon. Again, y'all don't realize, and this is specifically for the people doing the magic, you don't realize that what you're doing, trying to bend everybody's free will and trying to influence everybody's life and create some type of illusion, you're using planetary bodies like the earth, you're using the moon, okay, without their permission. Without their permission. You did not involve them in the magic ritual that you did. You just decided you was going to use a whatever, okay? Because you think that you're so that. But you're not that. You're not that. The moon does not, like, after this lifetime, these people, they're going to be taken to purgatory. There's nowhere else that's going to ever allow them. No other planet's going to allow them. Like, seriously, no other planet's going to allow them. When they burnt every bridge with everything, like literally, they burnt the bridges. Okay, with the earth, with our ancestors, with their spirit guides, doing this stupid stuff has really, like, it's gotten all of the gods to come together and do spiritual court, and that's scary, because usually it's just like the Galactic Federation of Light, and this is like, no, every god of Christianity, like every god, every single one, the one of Islam, like Allah's here, they're all here to do spiritual court, because this is stuff that isn't just, we may be experiencing it here, but to be honest, it's probably being experienced on a larger scale other places as well. Okay. So yeah, I don't know why with all the portal opening stuff. Oh yeah, here we go. The Anasazi portals are opened and all hell breaks loose. So that was yesterday's spiritual court, that all those things got addressed yesterday. Today, what's getting addressed is the practitioners, the teachers, the trainers, the coaches that taught these other people that yesterday were getting persecuted by God, that taught all these people these evil, like animal sacrifices and bad, evil things to do. Practitioners and their clients. So if you're going to a practitioner getting bad stuff done on somebody, you're being pulled into spiritual court, and you may not even know that you're being judged by God for doing that. Okay. And along with that, the whatever magic you had done, if it was to cause somebody to be impotent, boom, that shit's going to fall on your life, and you're going to watch that person that you tried to put under with witchcraft literally rise and succeed beyond where you could ever be. That's your punishment. That's literally these people's punishment. So yeah, like there was soul ties here. Now soul ties sound like a good thing, but they're actually not. You don't want to have any soul tie to anyone. Okay, you really don't need any knot, any cord, anything connecting you to anything, because we're all one being. So we don't need that. A soul tie usually is with one person that's the higher vibrational, and then the other person that's not the higher vibrational, but they keep staying in the person's life due only to the fact of there being a soul tie from another lifetime. So soul ties, where did I put that? Soul ties, soul contracts, and soul contracts are all up for review with yourself or with your partner or with the other party. Okay, so that we can get cleared out these negative contracts that we just don't. They're not serving us anymore. Maybe they did in that other lifetime, but here they're really not helping. It's causing major confusion. And a lot of people that think that they're with a soulmate are actually with a soul tie. Okay. So, demons are driving the witchcraft practitioners and their magic. Obviously, we already know that. People effed around and found out, playing in your energies while you sleep. They got themselves stuck in the astral realm for trying to come astral project to you while you were asleep. Yeah, demons are driving the... Okay, so demons have always obviously been driving the witchcraft practitioners. I don't think that there's anybody that really is of sound, sane mind that's like, yeah, let's go sit up the devil today. Like, there is a part of me that just does not think that that is normal. And so that's why I have to be really compassionate with people when they're demonically possessed. And even with the demons, because who knows what reason they're actually there for. I mean, most of the times when they deal with me, they'll tell me why they okay, so like if you're somebody that harvests a lot of lower vibrational energy, like anger, if you are somebody that holds on to anger, you hold on to rage, you're giving the devil a foothold. You're giving the demon kind of like an anchor within yourself to continue to exist in your life. So you have to, like, to get rid of that. And if it is a demonic soul tie from another life, or this demon could have been one, yeah, oh God, for some of you, this is horrible, because this is a demon that's come for you so many times and has tried to just, so for however many lifetimes this demon and whoever it's worked through, because again, we always are compassionate to people. And animals. I think that we should always be compassionate to animals, okay? Unless you're in a life-threatening situation where one's going to attack you, then you fight back, right? But children, humans, animals, and then like wildlife. Like I don't believe in nuclear warfare, and I don't believe in chemical warfare, and I do not believe in murdering innocent people. I just don't really actually believe in murdering people at all. So I know that's weird, but I don't believe in it. I don't think that that's right. So that's just my own thinking, but again, it's what's coming up here in spiritual court. Um, oh gosh. Okay, so now we're gonna get into some stuff that I was like, should I not say this? But God said that I have to say it because there may be somebody listening, working on this case, and they need to hear it from somebody else's mouth so they can put the pieces together. Okay. So, first of all, I got something in the dream state. I got something about a Calvary church. Now, a Calvary in my dream was like a group of knights, and then everybody else was walking. So it was like a group of knights leading a whole group of people. All right. It was weird in my dream because the knights were kind of like the Knight Templar, like that's what they reminded me of, like that era. And then like they had all these children that were all tied to each other, and they were in these brown cloths, and they had already had the top of like all the male children were on one side, all the female children were on the other side. They had them all dressed the same and the same hairstyles. They had like the monk shaving on the boys' heads. Like it was a really weird dream. So, anyways, what I got from that message was that something with a Calvary church, and this could be a metaphor, like a church that's on the move all the time, like because a Calvary is always moving from place to place, okay? Um, so also, again, yesterday I picked something up about a bad pastor or a reverend or whatever you call the people that do that. It could have to do with this child trafficking issue. There's judgment being called on this, massive judgment, and more's being done about it. Like there's these kids that are called the black-eyed children, and it's kind of a supernatural paranormal experience type thing that people have had experiences with, okay? So these beings have been kind of like negative to humanity up until this point where they actually are going to serve their purpose now. So I see these black-eyed children infiltrating themselves into whatever this thing is and freeing the kids. So I feel like, yeah, that the higher dimensions are knowing about what's going on and are not cool with it. Um, Now this was okay, so a long time ago there was a project called the Pied Piper Project, and that's where there were it's a little like I don't know exactly why they were collecting all these children from all these countries, but they were collecting children from all these countries. And so it has a little bit of that feel, like maybe it's to protect them, but maybe it's actually to try to benefit off of them. And so I feel like it's not a positive thing. Okay, anyways, moving on from that. It is what it is. So I just want to say again, I always try to remember do it at the beginning of the reading, but sometimes I forget, like today. My readings are prophetic readings. They could be about something that's happened, something that is happening, or something that will happen. Okay. So some of the information may not resonate with you right now, but then in 10 months from now, when you have the experience, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that reading that I heard, it told me about this. And I just wasn't aware of it then. I didn't think it was meant for me. So when you listen to my readings, like whatever resonates with you right now, go ahead and take that, but then leave whatever doesn't, and keep an open mind. You don't have to accept it, and you don't have to shut it down. Just keep an open mind because you want to like have information before it happens, basically. I do anyways. So in Vegas, we're moving on to the next thing. Oh, this is a bad one. Okay, so witchcraft is being done on USA politics and the presidency, the fighting of principalities, but it's not even being done from this country. It's being done from like somewhere where gypsies come from because it's a gypsy curse. So, anyways, gypsy magic, mm-mm. I have gypsy in my bloodline, They're like super psychics and just a whole race of supernatural being themselves, like literally. Um, so again, maybe they're saying something about this presidential election, or they're afraid of something. I don't know why they would be so heavily cursing our politics when they're from a different country. So that's just like where. But again, witches are witches. Why do they do any of the stuff that they do? I don't know. Especially when half of it doesn't work, it just gets them called into spiritual court. And any of it, like it's like their witchcraft that they put everything into against the chosen maybe tickles a little bit the chosen, but it never touches the chosen. So if it's not going to us, where's it going to go? I mean, you guys are the ones that summoned up the death. And death's not a friend to you. Death's like, I don't know you. Okay. All right. Also, in Vegas, there's 2 demonic principalities that are fighting for areas because it's like, I look at Vegas as being like a bowl of vices, right? And so yeah, you've got, and every time I drive through Vegas, I'm always so uncomfortable because I'm feeling these 2 demonic principalities fighting over every area in Vegas because they want to be able to possess, like when they can possess the land and the area, they can literally, it's kind of the exact same thing that happened at Tombstone. There was 2 demonic principalities and the energies crossed like that, and then it made the whole zone a vice center, okay? And these demons can feed off of that. And because wherever, like these places are specifically special places that are already like less veiled, they're more supernatural, okay? So Vegas, so so Vegas. I swear I try to talk sometimes, like dyslexia is just like no. So anyway, so Vegas, it could be a wonderful place to visit, but I always have anxiety going through there because I feel like they're like they're like definitely aware that I am in their zone or whatever. And also the whole thing with gambling, like I don't even know. I've been in casinos before and seen some really weird spiritual stuff going on there. Like not as bad as like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, but like I've seen weird stuff. I've seen weird beings that are like the people that are doing the gambling, and they're not people, they're supernatural creatures that like they're it's like leprechaun, but it's not a leprechaun, but they're definitely not humans. And if you walk through there and you don't want to gamble, the way that these supernatural creatures looked at me was like, oh, hell no, you ain't here right now. And I'm like watching these like old people, they're like drooling and have their walkers and they just keep, and I'm like, what the shit you got these people under? Where are you putting their food? Like, what are you doing to these people, keeping them here like this? Like, it was weird. And the fact that they don't have clocks is another big sign to me of like, stay out. Like, they don't want you to be aware of the time. That's mischievous in itself. So, confirmation. Super mischievous, right? Okay, the Skinwalkers at the Skinwalker Ranch. Well, the Skinwalker Ranch is about to be one of the biggest supernatural hotspots because portals and gateways are opening right now. The Jinn and the Giants are gathering in the Middle East. And that's being taken to spiritual court. Because the nuclear warfare stuff is being taken to spiritual court. Soul ties and soul contracts are up for review. With yourself or with the other party. All right. So now we're going to do some cards. All right. What does the collective need to know about spiritual court? Well, this one's standing out to me. It says a group of narcissists are very salty. Holy Spirit, what do they need to know about this group of narcissists? Okay, the information comes so quickly. So I'm hearing ringing in my right ear right now. It's taking over my head as far as the sound goes. So I need to just take a second and listen. The soul tie that's being brought up into the spiritual courts has to do with this group of narcissists. You may have had these group of narcissists come up against you, and then you could have taken a loss. Oh my God, a loss. What's my words today? Oh, I rebuke that in the name of the Most High. Okay. Also, you're dealing with an energy vampire. I do feel like a very heavy Capricorn energy coming through. Again, Capricorn's kind of associated with the devil energy, but I feel like there may be more than one Capricorn in this group that is an energy vampire. Universal truth. So the Akashic records on these subjects have been opened for spiritual court, basically. The universal truth is coming out. Pretty much, basically, these people have tried to do everything that they can do to try to get God to look at them the way that God looks at you, and it will never happen because they will never, I don't want to say never, I'll live a little bit of, but they, at least at this time, are unwilling to do what you did to get to where you are in your own position, right? Like, people don't realize that the chosen people, you don't want to be chosen. It's not all about being favored by God. The chosen people are some of the most people that have been hurt and abused the most by everybody. You know, before you go be doing witchcraft on people, check to see what type of life have they had. Is this actually fair? Like the people that do the witchcraft on me, yo, I'm already an orphan. Like, y'all did so much witchcraft on my bloodlines that my mother killed herself, and so did my father. That's why I'm talking about this stuff, because it's actually serious. And that's why these people are being brought to spiritual court. And don't you dare be sorry for them, because these people were more than willing to slaughter you, your bloodline, your entire family, and freaking just scoop your wisdom out of your head with a spoon if they could. And to whatever scientist keeps trying to stalk me, straight up, if you see that extraterrestrials are around me, they're here for a freaking reason. So you better stay away. Because they're here to protect me. And they won't let you do anything. I'm not a study project. That's not what this is. And you don't want to fuck with God. No one wants to. I mean, literally, not even the demons. When they find out that there's somebody that's connected to God, they freak out. Just like all the other people do. They freak out. And start with the jealousy and all that stuff. Well, everybody could be connected to God. You could all talk to God. You know what I'm saying? But people don't want to because they've done so much bad stuff, and they know that if they go to God, God's going to freaking stand on their neck. I don't know where people are getting this God is all love and light BS. God is not. God is very loving, very compassionate, too compassionate, in my opinion. He's way, like, slow to anger. That is a real thing. Like, but once you've done effed up and found out, then you have to find out from God personally. You don't want to be there. So. And the sad thing is, like, the people need to realize if they're possessed by demons, it's not anybody else's fault. Okay? Narcissism, you know how there's 7 deadly sins, and then there's like 7 demons that are associated with the 7 deadly sins? That's what creates the condition called narcissism. Somebody, their personality being possessed, like, by that many demons, 7 of them. That's what creates narcissism. So we rebuke that. We rebuke those demons. And I order cease and desist all narcissistic, demonic, vampiric. Because again, you have with narcissists, I want to just like, you have with narcissists, then you've got energy vampire and loss. Okay? And then this is a universal truth, straight up. So we rebuke any soul tie with any narcissist that has ever entered our life at any point in time. Thank you, Most High God, for being there for us. All right, let's get some cards. Oh yeah, I just looked over and help is on the way. Revenge spells. Okay, so if you're somebody that has been having like all the black magic being done on them, okay. Check this out. I'm going to tell you a secret. How you find out when you're being tested. When you're put in a situation that you can't explain and it just keeps being thrown at you, getting punched over and over again, it's some type of situation that's like a test. Okay? And so this entire time, you've been having people do the most heinous witchcraft magical acts against you in your life, attacking every area of your life, right? But you haven't done nothing back. You didn't go Google no hocus pocus to go do back at them, right? You're just trying to live your life and have moved on. That's why you are chosen, because you had all this stuff done to you and you wouldn't do nothing back. That's why you're chosen. Like God says, this is why I chose this one for this. This is why I chose this one for this, because of integrity. All right. Boom! The first card I called or pulled. I called it and pulled it. It's the Empress. All right. The Empress is great energy. Okay. Creativity, personal growth, and self-development. Success brings freedom, material comforts, security, and protection. This is a good sign. Wealth may separate you from the roots and sense of self. Okay? If you believe, or somebody that believes that objects mean something, or you just believe in objects or whatever, wake up. Have an ego death. Your objects don't mean shit. Stop loving them more than human beings. Stop giving your love that's something of great value to freaking objects that don't deserve it, and you're neglecting your partner, you're neglecting yourself, not giving that love to yourself because you're so obsessed with objects. And it'll be a never-ending hole within yourself that you have to get more objects, because that's not actually fixing anything. All right. You spend too much time indoors, get out more. I could definitely do that. Sexual pleasure, fertility, excellent physical condition and health. This is a good sign. Loving relationship between mother and child. If you were estranged from your mother, I feel like if you were estranged from your mother, you may be able to actually resolve the issues with her. What is today? Is today the 1st? I think literally Mercury retrograde maybe begins today, actually. So interesting. We got Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be bringing forth all the stuff that was hidden. And so, yeah, no, this totally makes sense why spiritual court's happening now. Queen of Wands. See how she's got the black cat at her feet? That black cat is a familiar. Okay, so we rebuke any monitoring spirits or familiars of any witches in the name of the Most High and in the name of Christ. And in the name of Allah. Any mischievous jinn shit. I'm not even going to put up with that shit today. Okay. All right, so signifies a popular and outgoing woman. This is interesting. Let me just look at this. Attractive, healthy, fit, and fashionable. Competent, decisive, intelligent, methodical planner, creative, full of ideas. Okay, so I feel with the Queen of Wands energy that this may be somebody that's coming into work with you, Empress. This could be somebody that's sticking up for you. Because again, they're very protective and supportive of others. They're practical with money. They're creative. And then this card is the Empress. It's all about creativity. This is about bringing the creativity to full fruition. So this could be a friend. It could be an ally. It could be another aspect of yourself. You just have to use your discernment, like always when listening to tarot. However, I feel like this is a beneficial, somebody's going to be getting married straight up. And this person is like your bridesmaid, okay, for some of you. It's a good thing she's in the upright. And then this could be a lawyer for some of you. If you're going to court, this Queen of Wands energy could be a lawyer. Also, for some of you that are going to court, this Queen of Wands energy could also be somebody that testifies or speaks in courts. But either way, it's an ally, no matter which way you look at it. It's a positive card. The Four of Wands, creative goals and projects will be completed. Yes, this is great news. Okay? That's why you're the Empress and in the Empress energy. And even if you're male, everybody has male and female energy within them. Okay? So you can still be in the Empress, even if you're a man. Creative goals and projects will be completed. Ideas are plentiful. Financial rewards come in from completed work. Yes. Yes. Money doesn't necessarily mean happiness. Didn't that say it said that already? Wealth may separate you from the roots of self-sense. That's what I said in the Empress card. Celebrate life passages. If you are going through a life passage, if you are selling a business, selling a home, buying a business, starting a new business. If you're retiring, right now, it's going to be successful, okay? Reward yourself for the success that you've achieved. Really, reward yourself. Take yourself on a trip. Take yourself shopping. If you like to go to the spa, if you like to go out into nature, the weather's, we had an early spring, so treat yourself, reward yourself, be good to yourself. You really feel alive and excited about the future because you have overcome. This card to me, I don't know why always I get with this, is I feel a community. I feel the support of a community here. And I look at it and I only see two people, but oh wait, no, there's a couple more actually in there. But I always feel the support of a community. A period of freedom and new choices begin for you. This is really, really good spread. Literally, really good spread. the way that it's laid out. Okay, Holy Spirit, what else do they need to know about spiritual court and about the future? Because there's gonna, after this judgment and stuff happens, there's gonna be a major shift. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Whoa. 3 of Swords. This is the outcome of the people being dragged, taken in to spiritual court. Sorrow and loss, arguments with the lover, marriage separation. So for some of you chosen ones that were on the right side of situations, you'll actually be getting married. Your person will actually be coming in. For the other people, this is what they have to face because they put 3 swords in your heart, literally. They have to go through this. Marriage, separation, incompatible lovers. They're going to have to realize that, especially with the soul ties. Remember when I said that a lot of times people think they're like soulmate, that the person is actually their soulmate when it's actually a soul tie from another life, and that person's been draining you for like lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, and then this lifetime is the first one where they've actually been told no, and it's like being taken to spiritual court. So yeah. So and then where there was the revenge spells, somebody wants revenge for this because they're being judged by God. Somebody straight up wants revenge. I feel like somebody wants to fight someone. They have so much emotions, or so many emotions. Gosh, language today. So many emotions that I can't even discern how they actually feel, because it's every emotion that is beyond chaos. Like, just amplify. Like, let's take a normal emotion, then put a frequency with it and amplify it to where it's the biggest thing in the world. So like, this person could be harvesting these feelings about you and for you that you don't even know about. But yeah, so they're going to be separated from their loved ones. Incompatible lovers. Cruelty, abuse, and separation that causes emotional upheaval. Someone will betray you. This person wants to betray you. They're waiting for you to begin something new, and like, they're looking to see. They want to know who this Queen of Wands is that's coming into your life, or that's in your life, that's going to help you, so that they can try to 3 of Swords you, and 3 of Swords that other person, so that you don't get any help whatsoever. This is a person that is very insidious. They literally thrive off of your pain. So like, if you know that, then pain, once you know that they thrive off of your suffering, then you just have to choose not to suffer, and that's the whole point. That's what God wants anyways. But okay, so you are capable of inflicting hurt. Now, this person that's Looney Tunes, they really believe that they have some type of magical, and maybe they did. Maybe they did have a magical power that they could use to hurt somebody with. But now that's been taken to spiritual court, and that's been ripped away from them. They don't have that no more. That's why they're so upset, because they're literally crying because they can't stab you in the back anymore. Mistakes are made, accept your blame for the part. So basically what Spirit's wanting everyone to do is, if in all these spiritual court situations, to just like accept your part, whatever part you were in it, and then let it go. Okay? Because like I said at the beginning, with those anchors within yourself, you are drawing every situation in your life into your life from something that you have within yourself. When you go within yourself, you resolve it here. There's and nothing in the subconscious that's going to be drawing in, or within your emotions, that's going to be drawing in that type of experience. Okay? What do we need to know? What does the collective need to know? This could have been an ex that did this revenge stuff on you. I mean, you could still have a soul tie with an ex that is still trying to do revenge stuff on you. And maybe because when they were in your air, like for some of you, when this person was in your energy, when they were in your life, they were in some way able to deceive you and trick you and into giving your energy away to them. And now, like, they can't because you're not with them anymore. It's something about them having to be able to have access to your physical location. But even that, at this point, if they tried to do anything, it would never happen. Just know that God would never allow this person to get close to you ever. Ever. And they'll be spiritually blinded. Like if they try to come look for you, God will put a block like right in their vision so that they literally can't, even if you're right there, that they cannot see you. God will cloak you from your enemy. And we ask that everybody be cloaked from the enemy. Amen. All right. There's the tower. So yeah, so spiritual court causes towers to occur in a lot of people's lives. All right. Now, as for the plans of this person that wants to do this to you, but that they're actually in this energy because of the Four of Wands cards for you. Your Four of Wands and the completement of your success in your journey and everything with that community, it basically caused this person to go into the Three of Swords energy. Now, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and in the upright, it's not in the upright, but I just want to show you the picture in the upright. See how he's minding his own business, probably drinking his own water, probably he's working on his craft very hard, diligently, right? See, he's creating those pentacles from himself. He's making that himself. Okay, so I want people to know about that. So this is about dishonesty in business and your reputation. Okay. So know that this person that wants to betray you, they're obsessed with your reputation. They want to destroy you. Like, you can't live if you're not with me. Like, who the F are you to say somebody else can't live? That's God's choice. That's not your choice, you know? Anyways, that bugs me. When people think stuff like that, like, that they just have the right to do whatever they want to people because nobody's told them to, like, seriously, shame on your mother, for that. She should have whooped you. Maybe if you would have gotten whooped or scolded or told something in life, you wouldn't be out here trying to stab people in the back. You wouldn't be out here trying to Three of Swords them, betray them. You would be a normal person. This is not normal. This is not freaking normal. Like, that's why it's in spiritual court. This is not normal. Dishonesty in business, your reputation as well as your long-term goals are in jeopardy. This is this person's attack. They want to destroy your monetary gain, your long-term goals. This is what they're after. This is what they want to do. Okay. Lack of insight into problems affects your judgment. They want you, like I said, to make bad business choices, to make bad decisions. Okay. But that's not going to happen because you work with the Most High, and the Most High is never going to give you a choice that's a bad decision. Like, that just doesn't happen. So because this is about spiritual court, I feel like this part of you being blinded to something that this person was doing to you and trying to do to your Four of Wands, I feel like that's being cleared out of the way, and you are going to know who this person is. And even if it's somebody you've just seen one time, you'll get an image of them in your head. who's doing it. You are extremely short-sighted. That means that you can only see what's happening right now. Okay. And again, this person's very short-sighted. They can't see into the future. They've lost their gifts. And they're looking to see if you've got them, and it's none of their business. It is none of their business, because you can only get spiritual gifts from the Most High. So if the Most High took them from somebody that was abusing their power and using their gifts to hurt people and gave it to you, then that's what God decided to do. And there's nothing this other person can do about it. Literally, you want to argue? Go argue with God, because God's the one that did that. Don't be thinking that other humans can just take people's gifts. That is a fallacy and a lie. It is an ancestral genetic thing. You can't take somebody, you cannot, like, and this is why people that steal, the energy vampires that steal people's energy, they wear it like a cloak, you know, because they have some type of identity crisis. They wear it as a cloak, and they don't realize that what they're doing is like making them look extremely guilty. They're painting the picture for God to judge them by doing weird stuff like that. Again, this person wants you to be careless with your spending. They want not only what you have, but they want you to lose what you have, even if they don't get to gain it. Solicit several bids before making a decision. Okay? That could be for some of you. Business, partnership, and conflict. Now remember how these first cards, the Empress, the Queen of Wands, this was about creating a business partnership that would last, okay? Then you have the society, the success, and all of that. Then we've got this person that's being dragged in the spiritual court, because this is what their intentions are for you. Can we get another card on a little bit more information about this person? Or people, because it's actually a group of narcissists. They want to run into you, they want to find you, but they can't. That's what I'm being told. Three of Wands. Through careful planning, a goal or project long in your dreams will be realized. Again, this situation being brought to spiritual court and somebody trying to mess with your lineage gifts, like that could very well open you up on the inside once the judgment's cast and made, and then basically you have a new ability. Like you're gonna learn something from this. A new business or idea is assured. Even with this person sabotaging BS, doesn't matter, and this is how God works. Your success is still assured. Anticipate obstacles and visualize how you'll overcome them before they appear. Just regular things, okay? Develop contacts. Your exceptional leadership skills will be needed. Others consider you a visionary. Carefully weigh the risks, okay? I think the risk has a lot to do with this person that wants to sabotage you. The risk would be like we ask that God cuts the soul ties. That's what we want, spiritual court, that we cut every freaking soul tie that has ever existed in our records, and that our records be cleared. Amen. And that this person that does this be revealed, because I was looking for the outcome card of like this person, and literally them trying to put you through turmoil just causes you to become more successful, get into the leadership position, and then become a visionary. So their hate like fuels your success. So like it would be better off if they just stopped hating you altogether. This jealous backbiting. Don't bite the hand that feeds you, especially when you're an energy vampire. You know. Six of Wands. Yes! Yay! Okay, your dreams and plans are finally fulfilled. Hard work and careful planning is the result in a glorious success. Yay for spiritual court. Fame, that could be for some of you. You could be getting public recognition, but fame, public recognition, and honor. Yay! I'm so happy. Victory over the opposition. Boom. Thank you, spiritual court. Triumph and success have a positive effect on your self esteem. Okay? You are bursting with pride. Avoid arrogance because we don't want to be an arrogant person, or hubris because that'll get you. Begin hubris. And if you don't know what hubris is, it's like a combination of arrogant, prideful, and foolish. Like, and maybe stuck up or cocky or something. But yeah, arrogant, prideful, conceited. That's kind of what really ignorant, super ignorant, like so prideful and stuff like that, that you won't see something right in your face. Like that's the type of energy. The pride before the fall, even though the situation didn't really happen that way, whatever. It's a good metaphor. So, this shows me that with this hater in your energy, like, we rebuke them and we ask, we know that helps on the way, but we ask that every revenge spell, every revenge that they've tried to do be returned to the center tenfold. Every witchcraft be returned to the center tenfold. And in a way that they actually learn the lesson, so that they, because just because I honestly, the stuff that I've been through, and I should have died, and I did die many times, and like literally, physically, and spiritually, and all of that. But when, trust me, if you're meant to be here, you're meant to be here. God doesn't care about death. Like, okay, like, seriously. However, if you're doing something to try to cause an ending in somebody else's life, know that you're going to be dragged into spiritual court, because there's no reason. Like, we're cutting the soul tie and doing everything that's actually necessary so that we can have this. So we can have our dreams and plans finally being fulfilled, and not another person in our way trying to steal from us, copycat, whatever. Okay? So that shows me a really good outcome. Like, very, very good outcome. Probably the best. I'm going to go to the note cards now and pull. Oh my gosh, here we go. Past lifetime connection. This person could be going to prison. Again, this is about some type of destiny swap or fate swap. They screwed up their own lives so bad that they want to sacrifice you with spiritual warfare. This group of narcissists, they're superficial, unofficial people. They don't have any ranking. They don't have any type of spiritual ranking or physical ranking. Okay? Heaven is watching. Heaven is watching. This was over petty drama. Petty drama. You could be the one that got away from this person. You could be the one that got away, literally, and that's why this person's getting revenge, or wants it so bad. I do feel like there was hidden info. People have been keeping secrets. Have faith, okay? The people that were keeping secrets, they're freaking secrets. Everybody's digging a bit deeper now, okay? And their secrets are literally, their skeletons are being pulled out of the closet. They wanted to give you limitations, but that's what they're getting. They wanted to barter and trade your life. Don't be scared of that. They can't do that. They don't even have their own, like, these are people that don't got no soul. They don't have a soul. Like, and that's because they've killed it off by trying to kill other people. Yes. A big yes. We call in the help of the Pleiadians. We don't want to miss any hidden opportunities, okay? And if the enemy had any hidden opportunities, we ask that God smash those opportunities. They tried to frame you. Tried to frame you. Again, bullying. Glamour spell work is breaking. Someone is watching you. They're watching you rise with God. You could be a writer or an author. Right now is a really good time to write a book. Somebody could be wanting to copyright you and they're really pissed off because you've cut off um, their connection to you, and so this copycat can't steal what what they wanted to. Okay. Boom. Return to sender. Return to sender. That means anything that they try to write, they're going to get copyrighted and plagiarized, and people are going to steal their work because they need to go through it to feel what it feels like to have your work actually stolen from you. Like for me, it's very personal because the stuff that I write I'm talking to God and I'm writing this information down, not for some asshole to come steal it and then go mass produce it. You know what I'm saying? Like this information, that shit's not mine. That belongs to God. And you just tried to come up and steal something that God said and plagiarize it as your own. You don't think that God's going to whoop you for that? No, the message comes out of the mouth of the freaking chosen one, not out of the mouth of the idiot copycat or copywriter, right? And I say it is an idiot. Only an idiot would try to do that. Only somebody who's too stupid that literally lacks everything. They don't have anything. They don't even have one freaking pentacle, and you're the 10 pentacles. Okay? That's why they're doing that. They don't even have one, not one authentic bone in their body. Again, the men in black could be coming through for you. They could be coming, of course, because of the chosen ones. We are not to be messed with. The earth angels, we are not to be messed with. The men in black will show up for us. They will show up for us. They're in spiritual court as well. Somebody's baby dad did this to them, tried to sacrifice them, cleared space. You could have cleared your space. You could have gotten rid of this person. You could have done a cord cutting. You could have cleansed like with sage and stuff. Keep doing whatever you're doing because it's keeping them. Now that we have the soul tie and all this other information, it's in spiritual court right now. Keep cleansing your space. There could be UFO involved. You could be seeing UFOs at night. Know that it's there to protect you. Pay attention to what other people say. Psychic spiritual attack. Yeah. The frequency weapons that have been created with the technology, we rebuke that in the name of God. This could have been an ex. And there could be Nephilim involved. Be you, because there's judgments on your projects. People are trying to judge your projects. Like, people make me literally so irritated with that shit. Get a life. Get your own life. Stop doing that. If you had been in some sort of delay, know that spiritual court is ex-naying that delay. There is no more delay for you. Okay? People were blackmailed. They were bribed to work against you. I see one lady and like her cousin. Okay? Now they would show up in this reading as the Empress and the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay? There is a plot conspiracy going on here. Mental magic. Black prayers and mantras, the full moon and the new moon, negative unjustified karma. That's what's being brought into spiritual court. You could have a son that they could have tried to do witchcraft on. They definitely called up dead people. What they failed to realize is that you were the gift the entire time. You were the blessing. Your child was the blessing. Okay? They didn't realize that. They wish that they could go back and unjuggle you and unjuggle the situation. I also rebuke whatever's sending any type of attack to the root chakra of any of the chosen, of any of the collective, and any type of pain. sciatica, or any other type of pain that is being sent via the evil eye. Again, we're taking the evil eye right now to spiritual court. Like, no, everything that's been done to us right now with the Most High God, we take to spiritual court. There could have been... Oh, here's another thing about starting another business. Dang, that's like 3 times that message has come through. Be patient. The person involved has blue eyes. There's something about blue eyes. Somebody that is doing this has blue eyes. It could be the hitman. Okay. I'm going to get a closing message for this reading. It's actually a great thing that's happening with spiritual court session. And then, depending on how quickly the energies shift, we shall see. We return back to thee. I return to thee that which has been sent to me with the power of 3 of the Almighty. So may it be. And then, like, the witches also are being pulled into court that try to... They're the ones that initiated the attack to you. They're the ones that sent the magic to you. And then they're the ones snitching to the cops. They're basically, like, doing all the stuff, then telling everybody that you're doing it all. No. Energy doesn't lie. Signs don't lie. Omens aren't lie. Like, straight up, the universe is showing everybody in the situation that this is a manipulation that this person has done and tried to create a false reality for everybody. That's why they're getting judged, like, harshly. All right, closing card. 7 of Wands. Okay, so you may feel like you are on the defense because of this person, and that's totally understandable. It may be a time to actually do defensive magic. I'm a believer in creating a balance where there is an imbalance. If somebody's done so much black magic, maybe asking God to do some type of white magic, we ask God to balance the scales, to do whatever type of white magic would counteract the black magic and its purpose, and so that we are not ever overcome by the enemy. Amen. Okay, so you have the advantage and will eventually win. Know that with this spiritual court situation, you've got the advantage because you're in the upright. You will eventually win. If you are going to be actually put through a real court process, like, not to say that this isn't real, because this is very real, but like a physical court, okay, be patient. Know that it's going to work out for you in the end, okay? Stand up for yourself and for your ideas. You will never regret your actions, even though they may seem too aggressive at the time. You're being called to stand up for yourself against this person. Don't allow this energy vampire person anymore. Like, don't allow them anymore. Yeah, we don't allow that anymore. And we cut the soul tie. So, people compete for your energy and resources. Again, and this could be somebody that's a friend to you that's draining you of your energy. They're trying to compete with you. They're trying to compete for what you got. The only reason they're in your life is so they can fucking stab you in the back. That's the only reason. They're just waiting for the opportunity of how can I take this person down? How can I betray this person? How can I ruin this person? How can I do this effed up stuff? And God's like, yeah, all that stuff you said, all that stuff you did, all that stuff you planned. I saw all that. So remember, okay, so yeah, obviously people are competing for your energy because the energy vampire card came out, and for your resources. So what do you do to cut off the energy vampire? Well, we're taking a spiritual court, the Most High God, the Holy Spirit, and we rebuke it and every vampiric energy that's ever tried to enter our lives, past, present, or future. Okay, you guys, this is a great reading. This is a great outcome. Know that you're in the upright, and remember that you may be having somebody that's going to come in to help, this Queen of Wands person. They're in the upright as well. Remember that you are the Empress, and then nobody can knock you off your throne, no matter how hard they try. That throne was made like personally designed for the shape of your booty. Like that was it wasn't no Game of Thrones throne with all sort that anybody could just try to take and sit in. That is not what your throne is. Your throne is made for you. It's melded to your body. It couldn't fit anybody else. Okay, this ain't no Game of Thrones sword throne thing. It's not that. This is a different type of throne. It's a spiritual throne, okay? They wanted to keep you in the hanged man position, but it's not going to happen. Just straight up not going to happen. Now that you know their intentions, now that we know that God knows their intentions and that they're actually being pulled into spiritual court, we can see a positive outcome for all these experiences. So if you like the video, please share it with a friend. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. That really, really helps to get the word out, because that's why I'm doing this, is I want people to come together through love and through common ground. And then I want this stuff to be exposed and basically for people to get their peace, happiness, justice, and joy in life. I want everybody to be fulfilled. And I do honestly believe that this planet has the resources to fulfill every single person's needs, alive or not alive. Like, just straight up, this planet is the answer to a lot of our questions. But anytime we have an issue, we need to go within the self to work that out. Because remember, I was talking about how if we are holding on to an emotional trigger that person plays on, then we're having an anchor within ourselves to that lower demonic energy, and then it keeps drawing it in. So you want to release it from the mind, question the mind. Do I need this thought or belief? Do I need this experience? What is it trying to teach me? Question yourself. Again, this tower just tried to jump out. The tower is coming down on your enemies. Long-held beliefs and ideas are challenged. Overall chaos, sudden crisis and miseries, natural disasters. Grief over a broken relationship. That's the second time that it's talked about your happiness and success breaking up a couple. That's so weird, and I don't even know how to digest that, so whatever. All aspects of your life are open to disaster. This person really, really, really is getting a number. Like, God's just going to be standing on their neck. Take action. Trouble will end only after you get rid of something or someone. For the people that are the karmics, you need to take action. You're getting cursed and haunted, and it has nothing to do with the chosen. It has to do with the chosen person that you cursed and tried to haunt. Yes, it does have to do with that. However, the answer does not have to do with them, because the reason that you did that really has nothing to do with them. It has to do with you having an issue within yourself that you couldn't resolve. Okay, so again, your beliefs, if this is the karmic that's hearing this, your beliefs and ideas are delusional. That's why you're getting the tower, and that's why they're getting destroyed. So trouble will end only after you get rid of something or someone. That could be the someone that trained you to do this witchcraft. That could be the somebody. You have to get rid of someone and something. And if you want the haunting and the spirits and the possessions and you want your body back, you're going to have to give up on attacking this chosen one. If you want anything back, you have to give up on attacking other people. You have to stop. I mean, it's bad enough that you already lost your gifts for you've shamed your freaking lineage. You shamed it. Shamed it. Literally, those that work against Christ, it'd have been better if they were never born. And I say that with realness. The people that go around and they literally follow someone around, and every time I literally had somebody who was doing this, and it'd have been better if that person was never born, because what they do is you go and do something good to fix a situation, that person comes directly to what you just did and undoes it. It's literally like, oh, Christ is here to save everyone. Nope, nope, I am. And this person comes in and just sabotages everyone's life, trying to like undo the good thing that the person that had Christ consciousness within them just did. So literally, that's why you're getting stripped of stuff. If you're somebody that you're finding that you're losing right now, you really need to ask yourself, what soul tie do you have? What have you been doing? What have you been involved in? And then there's also an organization that's a church where there is so much corruption in this thing that it's getting in the tower. It's going to be taken to court, real court, like physical court, because of everything that it involves. And so, yeah, so um, after the tower hits, people will realize that they needed the tower way later. But this person is so immature minded. Like, they are the ones that did all this stuff. They don't understand. They don't believe in karma. They don't believe in that, and that the tower's ever going to hit them. They think that they're like invincible. I see somebody getting a DUI and getting caught with drugs in the car. This is part of the tower. That's just one thing that I see. I see people losing their children, getting their children taken by the whatever children. I don't have kids, so children protective forces, whatever it's called, CPS or DPS, or you'll have to excuse me. I don't know about that. CPTS or something. It's something like that. Okay. Yeah, people are going to be getting that called on them. Like car trouble, accidents, actual accidents. If anybody tried to cause you to get into an accident, they're going to be getting into an accident. The tower is going to give, this is what the tower is going to do. Because they did this to you, the tower's going to do this to them. And there's no way that they can get away from that. I mean, look at that. There's no way that they can get it. This is what they caused in your life. And they didn't have no reason to do it. They were just jealous. Like, jealous, envious, and petty. And maybe they thought that they were in competition with you, but they're not a fake, and they don't have gifts, and they never were meant for this. They were never meant to do this. In fact, they were told to stop, and then they were told not even to ever do magic, that it would cause the biggest triggers in their life ever, because this other lifetime they had a soul life with. So, every lifetime that vampiric soul tie has ever existed, we asked Archangel Michael to cut that soul tie, and then we called back all of our power and all of our energy and everything that psychic vampire in any lifetime, including this one, ever drained for us. And then we allowed God to do what God does in spiritual court and take that group of narcissists to mental jail. Like, just know that these people, if they don't end up in actual prison for what they've done, then they'll end up in spiritual prison, where they will never be able to access their gifts or have intuition or know what's going on or get correct answers or have control over their body, and they'll be tortured. Just like the angels are, well, they were being tortured, the ones that were imprisoned, okay? They've been all set free. Whoever decided they was going to go, whatever, to put a big stone in front of the cave opening at the Euphrates River, angels already got freed. So nice try, idiots. Yes, basically, closed off an area that if you actually went into that area and explored, you'd have find freaking the biggest vein of gold ever. Probably ever. Okay. So anyways, yeah, the last will be first, and the first will be last. It's like switching of that, and then releasing everybody that was innocent from the stuff that these humans have been doing. So, all right. Well, that's what I've got for you about spiritual court. So you survived, you made it through, and you're definitely on the other side of it now. So you can expect a new life with happiness, change, relaxation. Do a nice salt bath for yourself. Do a chakra meditation. Plan something beautiful for yourself, okay? Because you deserve it. You're so worthy. You're so loved. Remember, God loves you. The chosen love you. I love you. The world loves you. And you are so loved. And I will see you in the next video. And thank you to everybody that has donated to the channel. Again, the link is in the description box below. The tips and donations really, really help me to just keep going and it just helps motivate me. It makes me feel like people are giving back. So thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate it. God bless you. I'll see you in the next one.